Good day, crafty chums. It's Nikki here, aka Cousin to Cat, aka Cousin. Sorry, that's my cat. He's actually having a mad 5 minutes, just crazy running around the room and jumping all over the place. So sorry about that. Just made me laugh. I've forgotten where I was then. So yes, it's Nikki here, aka Cousin to Cat, aka Cousin to Cat's Life, and so I'm not sure how well my stream will be today. It seems a little bit in and out, but we'll give it a go anyway. If it gets too bad, I'll just stop what I'm doing. Today is a day of hi Aristi. So I'm the same. So today is a day mixed bag blessing and day to day because I've actually got my craft room back. I've moved all my crafting stuff into my spare room, and it's a spare room because my son has just left and got a job over the other side of the country. It's like a 12-hour drive away. And so I'm quite sad but happy at the same time. Happy, sad. I'm in his room. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Thilda. So yeah, so it's a mixed bag blessing that I've now got my craft room back, but it means that to get my craft room back, my son had to leave. So I'm quite sad and happy. Not sure how I feel actually. Actually, I do. Every time I hear the fire siren go, it makes me cry because my son is a volunteer firefighter, and so of course every time the siren goes off, my son would be off and attending fires and accidents and things like that. So I'm quite tearful. I don't know. So anyway, let's go and make this sign. I've never made one before, so this will be my first time making one. Of course, being hi Melissa. Why am I shouting? It's because you did it in capital letters. I don't know why I shouted then. Oh man, I'm losing it. I tell you, I'm so tearful, it's stupid. It's not as if he's not left home before. Oh, anyway, yeah, so I've never made a Zine before, and so I thought I'd have a go at making it, and because I consider myself a mixed media artist, mixed media artist. We had to do it on a bit of junk mail that came through the door. So this one is about road safety. Making the road safer so that my son doesn't have to come out and rescue you if you have a car crash. So yeah. Oh my goodness, how many people are joining me? I don't normally get this many people. What's going on? What's going on? What you're doing here? Hi, Little Craft Creations. So yeah, mixed bag. So I thought I'd come on and just so that I don't get too upset by being on my own. Oh no. Hey, look, I've spent years on my own, so it's like strange that it should affect me now. Yeah, so they're upgrading the road, or trying to upgrade the road here, because 13 people died and 48 were seriously injured between 2007 and 2016. You may think that that's not a very high amount. However, there aren't that many people that live in New Zealand, so it's quite high. I think it's just over 4 million or something. I haven't actually checked, but I think there's 4 million that live in New Zealand. So yeah, little country, really. There's more people live in London than live in New Zealand. So what I'm going to do first is, of course, this has got some folds in it already, which will help. Because of course you fold it like this, and then you'll fold it like this. So you fold it in half, fold it in half, then you fold these flaps in half, and then you fold these flaps in half. And that's how the design comes together like that. So yes, that's roughly is how it's made. I'm going to gesso mine first because I'm going to mix media it. And of course, this is the thing about, I don't know whether it's the same for you, but the thing about our junk mail we get through the door is it's quite high quality. It's quite a thick paper. So yeah, so I don't mind using it because it's quite a thick paper. Don't know whether it's the same way you are. Hi Vicky, thanks for joining me from Oz. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. So yeah, so you're all here hanging out with me today just to stop me from feeling too sad, okay? And I've got the weekend off. How fabulous! Not working this weekend. I've got my I'm just going to keep my phone switched off for work, so they can't contact me with any work. Because quite often I'm doing a live stream and I'll get a phone call saying, "Can you come into work?" Man, sometimes it's hard to say no. Well, actually, I find it hard to say no all the time. I'm just using up the last of my gesso here. I've had this tub for a few years now, and it's really thick and that in there, and lumpy, of course, because it's an old one. But I'm determined to use that before I go on to my next pot, which will be nicer. But it's mixed media, and all the lumps and bumps just help, doesn't it? My hay fever allergies are playing up today. So if I'm sounding a little bit blocked, it's just hay fever. It's not a cold or anything, so nothing serious. Just my allergies playing me up. So yeah, I'm all moved in to my new craft room. I've still got to take the bed out yet. My daughter's taking the bed because she's having another baby, so she needs another bed. So she's going to take the bed out probably over this weekend sometime, which would be good because then I can spread out a bit more. But I'm spread out much more because I was just in my bedroom along the one wall, and the bed was pushed over right to the other wall. So it's nice. Okay, just going to dry this off a bit. I'll be making some noise. Yeah. So Michelle says she loves the Lidl book. It's great quality paper. I don't think I don't believe we have Lidls over here in New Zealand. I could be wrong, but I don't believe we do. So I apologise for having to do this, but you know, it speeds up the drying time. I suppose it's one of the things you have to put up with when you do a live stream is that you know, you have to put up with the noise of the dryer. So I'm working on a much smaller piece of paper this time. I really enjoyed doing my whacking great big huge one. It's great fun. So Risty says she likes the Barilla recipe books that come in the post, and they're great for mixed media. Yeah. Never miss the opportunity to work on a good quality piece of paper. Now, did you all, you may or may not know that I also go live this, but live on the International Crime channel as well. And we're running a monthly series, altered book. So we're doing an altered book throughout this year. We're going to do one, I'm calling them chapters, but one chapter a month for the next 12 months. And we've just done chapter 2, and I had great fun doing that. But I saw Ina Salisbury, and she has she's completed an altered book that she did over the last few weeks or few months, and she's been sharing it on her channel, and it's absolutely fabulous. And so I may be using a couple of her ideas in ours as well, because she's got some really great quirky ideas throughout her altered book. I think it's really, really lovely. So yeah. So we may be doing some of those. I'm glad I caught her. I'm glad I caught her pages there, because yeah, really good. So go pop over and have a look at her altered book as well. It's crazy. I actually really like doing the altered book. Didn't think I would like it, but you know, who knew? Great fun. But anyway, we're doing it as a challenge on International Crafters over the next year, 12 months. As I say, we're already on the second month, so chapter 2. At the beginning of each month, we'll be doing a chapter. Lots of fun doing that. I really like it. That's just me. Oh, so I wanted to, yeah, what did I want to do? I just want to show you the, I can see on my laptop there that I've actually got quite a good, it looks quite good. So I'm just going to put the book here and see if you can see it. To see if it comes up. I'm just holding it there because I want to see what it's like. Yeah, it's quite a good quality one, that, isn't it? So that was the chapter 2 I did. And when I was doing it, I didn't have a very good stream, and I never seem to have a good stream on when I'm doing the stream with Eileen. But that looks a little bit better today. So yeah, just showing you, because you don't always see what I produce very well on the live stream over there. So there we go. That's what my chapter 2 page looks like. Very sweet. Still a little bit fuzzy, isn't it? But it's not, you know, not too bad. Not too bad an image. Yeah. Okay, so I was just checking out on my, because I've got my little iPad running so I can see the chat. So that's good. Not bad at all. So what I'm going to do now is, because I had to look and see what everybody was doing. So what everybody does is they mark what's your front page and what's your back page. So that gets cut there, that's there. So that would be the front and that would be the back, wouldn't it? Let's see. So I'm going to cut it first just to make sure I know which is the front page and which is the back page. Which is just a case of cutting along the center line from this fold to this fold here. So that's what I'll be doing now. What I see is that when everybody's been doing these, you're supposed to do a photocopy of it afterwards, and then send it to all your friends because and that's why they do it on the photocopy size paper, you know, the A4 size paper or whatever it is. But of course I can't do that because I'm me, so we'll be just doing it on a different size paper. So I got that wrong, wasn't I? So this is the back and this is the front. So I'm going to write on mine back and front. Front. There you go. And back. So when you open it up, you know that when you work on it, this is the front. So when you work on it, this is the front and this is the back page. That's cool, isn't it? I'm glad I folded it up first because I would have picked the wrong one for the back. Yes, because that's the way the cookie crumbles. Oh man. Yeah, so Risty actually said to me the other day about making a Zine, and I thought, nah, I don't want to. But then I actually had a look at some Zines that are out there and thought, wow, no, it looks like a little bit of fun, doesn't it? So yeah. So thanks, Risty. It's your fault I'm doing this. Oh, don't you love it? So obviously, what I always do is use up my scraps when I do this kind of thing. So that's what I'm going to do first. And I have no idea of a theme. So just looking at, yeah, you theme it. Or just make it look pretty. So yes, so use up some scraps. Let's have a look. See what I got that's a scrap and not a something I'll use on another project. I do have some nice stamps here, but I won't use them on this. I'll use them on something else. I like to use stamps as well. Isn't it funny? I keep all these little scraps of paper. Oh look, I've got an Eiffel Tower. Who knew? Yes, if it doesn't work out, I can blame Aristi for it. It's maybe a bit thick to go on, but we'll put it on anyway. Who cares? Okay, paint pens. Look, see, I've moved and everything is all over the place. Just wiggling the paint pen. There you go. Okay, I'm going to write my wishes on here now. Ooh, a bit sticky. That'll do. That'll do. It's my wish. Man, I don't know how people with chronic pain deal with it, but yeah, I suppose I think I'm in chronic pain, but I'm not. I know it'll get better. eventually. But I've been in pain since January the 4th when I had my accident. And it's wearing a bit thin now, but hey ho. Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining me. Oh, look. Got to show you this. I have the earthquake things on my phone, and it's just said that there was a 3.3 quake causing weak shaking near Paraparaumu today. That was in case I missed it. It's just funny. I know in some places you have tornadoes warnings and things like that, and we have earthquake warnings here and tsunami warnings, of course, obviously. Oh, Vicky, what's wrong? I'll put a little one on for you too. How's that leg going, Melissa? Hi, Debbie. Right, so let's pop down some stuff. Of course, I'm thinking now when it's opens up, I'll have some going this way and some going the other way. Not that I take much notice of that, but just you know, if you do this, be aware. I actually know that this is going to be my front and back now. It's in my head, back and front. Just remember that, okay, if I do forget, because I am getting old. I think maybe I'll turn it upside down so I know. I want the book pages actually to be the right way up. The writing to be the right way up on the book pages. It's my little bit of OCD there. There you go. Oh man, I just thought maybe I should put some washi tape on there where it's going to fold, but then again, it wouldn't fold properly if I put washi tape there. Would hurt. So no, don't do that. It's a stupid idea. Yeah, so I'm going blurry. Am I blurry? I just called a stop frame thing there. Blurry. Camera's having trouble because there's little bits everywhere, I suppose. Maybe I should do like a stream from my laptop. Hi, Krista. Oh, look, we've got a professional now coming in. This is my first sign, actually, Krista. So, yeah, maybe I'll be hooked. I don't know. I thought I'd just give it a go and see what it was like. My first ever Zine. know that these this could take me a while sticking things down. Yeah, I will be hooked, will I? Are you sure? Yeah, I could be hooked away from index cards. What do you think? I'm hoping that this will be like nice, because this is my Inktense pencils. I said I was going to get them out and have a play with them. So so I've only got 6, but I've got them ready. They're ready to go. My little 6, little pot of 6. Yeah. I was going to do it as a little pocket one, because that's what we do, don't we? Might as well stick down this Eiffel Tower, because I've had it cut out for ages and I've never used it on anything. So so there you go. I've used it now. It's an underpiece. Let's see if I've got any more bits and pieces to go on that I've cut out and not used. Actually, I've got Happy Mail things here that I've never used. So tags and things. What's in this one? I'm just looking, see if I've got things to stick down on here. Because do you know what? Some things aren't my style, so oh, I like that. Do you like that? Oh man. Okay. So look, just looking, you know, if it's not my style, it's going on there and it'll be covered over. So sorry. Let's stick these bits on. I might keep the sunglasses, I'll put them in over there. They could go in an altered book, maybe. Well, actually, that one and that one can stay. Yes, I'm using Mod Podge. I love that. People are starting to sub to each other in the chat as well. I love it when that happens. I was thinking actually, Michelle, of doing it as our next swap on international crafters. So, but just swapping, making sure it's in country or something. I was thinking of maybe doing it as a collaboration between two. You know, you do the background and someone finishes it off and sends it back to you. So that's what I'm thinking anyway. Just got to run the idea past Eileen before I put it up. But yeah, but that's what I was thinking, is doing it as a collab. So you would have to like mail twice. So probably in country for that one. Unless, of course, you're okay to go international. So I'm not actually pasting over the fold lines on this one. Because I want them to be able to fold nicely again. Okay, just going to see if I've got anything else to go on. As I said before, you're here keeping me company so I don't get too upset about my son being gone. Yeah, art it out. Art it out. So I think maybe that's it for my bits and pieces. Maybe I should put some more on there. Let's have a look. I'll have to rip some up that's not bits and pieces, hey? Maybe some more book pages. Maybe I'll do... Wow, where did I put my book? Always keep a book there. Hang on a second. Here you go, book. I've lost my book. Better than losing my marbles. Lost my book. Hey. Just looking. Oh. What have I done with that? Tidied it all away, have I? Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, do you know where it is? You knew where it is. That's maddening. I have to rip up these ones. Let's have a look. Let's see what I'm not saving. I'm saving that and that. I do this because it's grotesque. As I say, I'm not very good with jelly printing. I still need to practice more. Just never really got into that jelly printing. It's got my jelly plate that Josie gave me. She gifted me a jelly plate because I said I'd never do it. So she gifted me one and said I had to do it. I suppose you're either into it or you aren't you? Hi, Pauline. I wasn't ignoring you. I was just like in my own little world. Sorry. Yeah, just do my own thing. I ordered a jelly plate. Oh. Do you know what I did there? I put my book paper upside down. Okay, chill out. Chill. It's okay. It's okay. Melissa's son, Patrick, has got a really, really good tutorial on making your own jelly plates. Really good, fun tutorial. Just like if I was going to make a jelly plate, I'd use that tutorial. Awesome. Trouble is, I can't remember the name of the channel. What I'll do is, if Melissa's still here, can you link that video or something? Or maybe if Risty's seen it, you could link the video. If not, I'll put it in the description box afterwards. It's a really good tutorial, so well worth seeing. So when I do put my bits of leftovers down, I like to always cover it over with the second, layer of a napkin, serviette, whatever you'd like to call them. I'm laying it over the split there, but I'll just make that afterwards. Epiphany Studio, yeah, right. Epiphany Studio is Patrick and Carrie's channel. And as I say, it's a fab tutorial. And they had a competition to win one as well. But I didn't think it would, if I won, I didn't think it would actually get into the country. You know what border controls are like? They're the same in Australia as they are in New Zealand. They're really, really tough. There's lots of things you cannot bring into the country. Catches lots of people out at the airport, when they bring fruit off the plane or anything like that. Get fined several $100s. Yeah, you have to. Don't you have to re-microwave them and do them again? Those once you've made the jelly plate. Because I just I keep my this one. This is my jelly plate, and it's got lots of snot on it, as they call it. Um, but I just keep mine in this bag, and I just shove it at the back of the cupboard there, ready to use. But Josie Gito. Anyway, Josie Gito made me this. Not made me this, gave me this. She had a really large one, and she cut it up to make it smaller, and she gifted me that. Sent it to me from Italy to the UK, where I was at the time, and it's come from the UK to New Zealand with me in my suitcase. So yeah, so mine's quite a few years old now, and has travelled all halfway across the world with me. There you go. So if you want longevity, then just buy one. I normally say life's too short to make a jelly plate. But then again, I never bought one anyway. It was gifted to me. Yeah, I think the thing about homemade jelly plates is the fact that you do have to keep melting them and resetting them. Well, that's what I heard anyway. As I say, mine's years old now, the one I've got here, and has travelled the world. So, and it's been in really hot countries, and it's been in really cold countries. And I don't do anything special with it. I don't even keep it in a container. I just keep it in that Ziploc baggy thing. So, it's like, yeah. Just going to pop these last pages on here. Just so I've used it up and cleaned my desk. No, girls. Yeah. How long have you had yours there, Pauline? Pauline saying hers doesn't need any special care. I'm just looking for bits of tissue just to put on these last 2 pages. All right, yeah. That's what I'm using, Krista. These are the second layer of napkins. I'm not using tissue paper. I always keep the extra layer of my napkins just for this specifically. It's not tissue paper. I always keep my if you could see, look, it's a that's the bonding on the napkin. Serviettes, napkins, whatever you like to call them. I made it nice and smooshy. Just have to be careful with it because, of course, if you get it too wet, it just goes into a hole. Hi, Julie. Just going to give it a little bit of a dry off. Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of great tutorials out there on making your own jelly plates. And as I say, I've seen loads, and I think Patrick and Carrie's tutorial is like the very simple and easy to follow. And they made it a little bit fun as well. So, yeah, I liked it. Nice tutorial. Yeah, my hubby doesn't get me craft supplies anymore. What he does is he goes and gets me a voucher, and then I can just buy what I want from the craft shop. But yeah, which is nice. That's what he does when when he's buying me a birthday present or Christmas present. Just gets me the voucher now, and then I can just do what I want. I prefer that actually than him getting the wrong thing. And then he'll often just go out and buy me something that he's seen that's new that he thinks I might like. Oh, really? Julie says she uses the back of her Mod Podge mod for a mini jelly plate and it works pretty well. Thanks, Krista. This is my old tried and trusted method. The trouble is, though, doing it on live, normally if I did this, I would let it dry out naturally. But I'm forcing the drying now, which I don't like because it does bubble up a bit more when you force dry it. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, you're saying you're meant to be in sport by your hubby and you have to be careful not to abuse it, is that we do what we can to keep our hubbies happy, and it may not be a sometimes it's monetary, but often it's to do with their comfort and doing things for them that they like and allowing them to do just going along with whatever they want just to keep them happy. So it's just something in return, isn't it? It's not. I don't think it's anything dreadful that your hubby wants to spoil you, to buy you something nice when you do things for them all the time. Some husbands, partners are aware that you do the things, others aren't. I think. But my hubby does know me because he's given me a gift card so that I can get the craft and art supplies. Can't expect someone who doesn't do this kind of thing to know what it is unless you actually specifically say to them, look, this is what I want, go to a website, point it out. It's like, which is rather tedious. The last time that gift that my hubby got me was this one. He saw it in a art shop, and he bought it for me because he thought I might like to try it out. So there you go. He can be thoughtful with a gift too. It's just that he knows that I'm after paints at the moment for my paintings, and I want quality paints. So he does that so that I won't waste the money on getting me the wrong colours that I want at the time. So it's like I could just say, "Oh right, go out and buy me so and so," but I don't know. I don't like that either. Yeah, Vicky, it's like I'm a feminist, but not a feminist, you know, is that I really love him and that I want to look after and take care of him. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't feel that I'm being oppressed in wanting to look after my husband and showing him the love and everything else. He'll cook, he'll do the washing up, you know, he'll clean up, he'll do everything there, and I do that back for him. It's not that I just solely do it for him. He also does it as well. So, you know, if he knows that I'm working and I've got a really, really long day at work, then he will cook the dinner without me even having to ask him to do it. He'll say, I'll cook tonight. I'll say, great. Hi, Ross. Because I'm force drying it a bit, you know, I still have bits that are wet. So I just want to make it dry enough so that I can actually work a bit more on it. Susan, I've only just gone back to work after 10 years of not working. And it came as a bit of a shock to the system. Oh, man. Yeah. Circumstances meant that I had to go back to work. But hey ho. My hubby's doing a PhD, and it's been a bit of a shock to be the breadwinner. Yeah, I've only just gone back to work. It's what is it now? Is it 6, 7, 8 months or something? Woohoo! Man, shock to the system. Right, I'm looking for some stencils now. I'm hoping I haven't like mislaid them all in the move. I need to buy some makeup sponges. Remind me on my list, I need to buy makeup sponges. Put it on my shopping list. Yeah. Yep. And I also had an accident at work as well on January the 4th, and I've been in pain from it ever since. But I'm hoping, you know, that will resolve. I'm getting physiotherapy and everything for it. But yeah, it's a slow process, the healing. But I'll get there. I will. So I'm going to use some green and blue. This my daughter bought me these for Christmas, and she must have got them cheap because they were labelled wrong. Like this says red, and I'm pretty sure it's green. So they got the blue right, but yeah, she must have bought it on offer somewhere, and I didn't even notice when I opened the pack and that. And it wasn't until I went to use it the first time that I thought, hang on a second, what's that? White says white, you know, it's like good. So let's stencil on a bit of a paint and see where we go. Yeah. Life can be a little bit unfair at times, can't it, ladies? Our journey just takes on a different direction than we thought it would take. Right. Now I forgot to get sponges, so I'll have to use a bit of got a bit of a rag. So I'm just going to cut a bit of jersey. Jersey. It's not a jersey at all, it's a t-shirt. Oh, there we go. I need to find that book paper. Doesn't sponge on as nicely as if I was using the makeup sponges. No, you didn't tell me that you're hired in the hospital, Aristi. My goodness, when did you start that? Oh, you can't go. I just want to dry this off a bit. Again, sorry about all the drying noise. Oh man. See it? What? Do you see this one? This is a paper die cut that Josie sent me, and I think it's something like 2 years ago, and so it's lasted well, of course, because it gets coated in acrylic paint, and that just so I never clean it off because the acrylic paint just strengthens it up all the time. So there you go. If you've got paper die cuts, then paint it. with a coat of acrylic paint before you first use it, and then hey presto, the die cut lasts. So yeah, if you've got die cutting machine and paper, then you can make your own stencils, and it just keeps going forever and ever and ever. Well, you know, not really, but not ever and ever. But yeah, it will last a long time. So yeah, make your own stencils, folks. Thanks, Krista. Thanks for joining in and stopping by. Hope to see you again. Yeah, I used to have a cuttlebug, but I've got a big shot now. Well, actually, my cuttlebug is still on the boat. I left it on the boat in the UK. But yeah, I've got my big shot. I love my big shot. I do. I tell you what, the cuttlebug is better for putting under the camera rather than the big shot. The big shot you cannot get under the camera unless you have it like right up. And I have my webcam on a lamp stand, you know, a folding out arm lamp stand. So that wouldn't work for me. I'm really bad. I never dry my stencils. Yeah, Michelle doesn't have any dies or a machine. Yeah, I've been collecting dies from that online store that shall never be mentioned live again. And they're actually, if you're careful in what you're buying, they're actually really good quality. I've been so surprised by the quality of them. It's yeah, it's been really nice because of course they don't cost a fortune. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll tell your play on words. Rose says her cuttlebug won't die. There you go. Hilarious. That's the Australian sense of humour for you. Yeah, I tell you, unless you're buying the really thick, you know, the thick steel things from what's it, Spellbinders, whatever they are, the Kettlebug, it's perfectly good machine. Perfectly good machine. I've been thinking of getting that smaller one, you know, for the little dies, so you can just keep it on your desk. But really, nah, I don't have the room. I'd rather I don't have the room here in front of me to keep something like that. I'd have to put it away and then get it out, put away. So it would defeat the object, because that's what I do with my big shot anyway. Get it out, put it away, get it out, put it away. It's like, oh, man. Right, okay. Just going to dry this off a bit. Sizzix Mini, one of those, yeah. I actually love my Kettlebug, but as I say, it's still on the boat in the UK. And I'm in New Zealand, so that doesn't work, does it? Yeah. Yeah, risky. Sometimes it's just not worth working because it costs you more to actually go to the job than it does to not work. So it doesn't make sense, does it? Julie, Julie. My hours are good. Thank you. I hit it. I hit what I needed to in watch hours, but I just need to like keep it up now. So thanks very much. Thanks for asking and thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just have to be very careful now, that I keep up the hours that you need each month just to keep you monetized. So, I've got to plan and work a bit harder than I have been doing. Trouble is, I've just been so busy. It's been so difficult to make videos. Really, really long and tiring days. And then I picked up that injury as well, and it actually hurts to move my arm about the desk and that. But hey ho, we'll get there. It will happen. I'm still annoyed I can't find that book. Oh, I have no idea where I put it because I want to pop this paint on it, so it doesn't matter. I'll just like wipe it up anyway. Oh well, it's not like it's the only book I have. But I did want to, use that book first before I went on to another. So I'll get that other book out. There you go. I do like to finish one thing before I start another, but it's not always possible, is it? I tell you what, also is that on my mat here, I have this masking tape, and when it gets all covered with paint and things like that, I peel it off and use it as washi tape. So yeah, I peel it off and doodle on it a little bit more and that, and then it's washi tape. Washi tape by second intent. Yeah. Right, okay. What else am I going to do? Might just pop some more colour on because I like colour. I like colour. Emmy, you like colour? Looking for colour. Oh, got a bit of silver here. That'll be interesting. Not sure I've used that on anything before, so there you go. We'll have some silver. Aristi needs more watch time. Well, it doesn't show up much, but it's on there. Don't need it all to show and be. That was hilarious, wasn't it? I just did it all on the back. Funny. Yeah, it's quite weird when you think of how long I've been on blinking YouTube and that, and I've been monetized for ages. To suddenly, know that you're losing your monetization, and it's not big money. I like get $100 a year, but as I say, that pays for like 1 month's broadband for me. It's like, oh, internet, it's not broadband. I don't know. I don't know, Roz. Yeah, I was short 700 hours, which is when I averaged it out was 3 months worth of views for me. And thanks to the support of all my friends, all my crafty friends, I actually made it. I made the 700 hours a couple of days ago. So yeah, but as I say, I've got to be careful now not to allow my channel to fall below, because I will lose monetization again. What they're trying to do is get rid of the bogus channels. Okay, thanks, Debbie. Yeah, I know I'm a bit slow. I'm just taking it easy today. See how long my stream will actually last before it goes nah. Thanks, Pauline. What I've really loved is that some people have been watching my old videos, and I know they've been watching because they've been making comments on it about the videos and that. And so I've had to, and I've forgotten what the videos were about even, so I've had to go back to look at the video myself to see what their comments were about. It's like, yeah, wow, it's so funny. All the different techniques I've tried out over the years, and just forgotten about. Oh, I need to make a coffee too. You can hear a little tapping. It's the wire on my desk. It's the wire tapping the leg on my desk of my glue gun, of my heat gun. See that? I don't need my hair in there, do I? Okay, let's cut back in this. It actually is, Roz. I mean, I'm quite surprised by things I've done. I mean, I do have over 700 videos there. It's like you can't expect me to remember them all. It's like, oh man, did I really do that? That looks quite nice. And there it is. Oh, I've got shakes on there. Okay, just going to cut round the tissue to get this off. I say tissue, I don't mean to say tissue, I mean serviette or napkin. Right, okay. So we're going to go side pockets and top pockets, aren't we? Don't worry. All right, let's have a look. Thanks, Michelle. Yes. Michelle even found Bob. Although Bob and I do have another channel. Yeah. Well, you can see more of Bob if you want to, because he's the star of that channel. Top, side. So we're going to close this one here. Sticking together a little bit because it's still not quite dry. Can't expect anything else though, can you? Let's have a look. What glue am I going to use? See, this actually is my favourite journal. When I make journals, this is my favourite glue to use. It's really, really strong, and it really strengthens up the paper when you use it as well. So, yeah, I really like it. I like it a lot. This is going to be a top pocket, this next one. So let's see. We're going to glue it down the side here. I'll be talking to myself a little bit as I do this, so I don't lose where I am. Hopefully I won't glue it all together in the wrong place. And I've put all my pegs away, haven't I? I usually use clothes pegs. But this dries quite quickly, so that's good. No, that's a side pocket. So it's going to be a side pocket. And this last one is a top pocket. How long have I been doing this? How long have I been on? Could someone tell me how long I've been on? Because I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I've been so slow. I think it must have been on quite a while. Thanks, Roz. Shannon Green, hello. So yeah. So did you see the other channel yet then? If you're not a stalker, Michelle, you won't have found the other channel, would you? My very own stalker. Yay! So I'm just going to dry this bit off. I've got a really sticky bit there, and I just want to make sure it's dry before I fold it some more. Sometimes when you have a blob of glue there, it just stays for ages. So sometimes you just got to burst that glue bubble and dry it off. Shannon, it's my very first Zine. I've never made them before, so yeah. Let's look at that blob. Two hours. Ooh, wee, that took me a long time, didn't it? Yeah, I thought this was going to be just a quick make. Well, the yeah, thanks. Yeah, it could be my first and my last. I haven't quite decided. Oh, so let's have a look. I've got some really quite pretty tissue papers. And so let's have a look, see what we've got. Got some really quite pretty ones that'd be nice to do on here. Yeah. So Zine was I think it's originally to do with magazines, cutouts and things, but I'm not positive on it. But I know it's usually done on A4 copy paper. That's the usual one, and then you, when you've made your design, you photocopy it and send it out to your friends. Anyway, that's the videos I've been watching, and because I'm mixed media, I decided I'd do it as mixed media. Yeah. So yeah, it's like putting things, you know, you can theme them and or put them about you, make it about you, make it about travel. It's just originally a way of keeping in touch with people, I think, and they make it into a nice little booklet, but you can send them flat in that. Laura says she's already done a couple and she's inspired to do some more, which is great. As I say, this is my first attempt. Yeah, and I've left room to do tags, which I won't be doing on this one, because I could be on you, do a 6-hour live stream, which I think my internet won't allow me to do that, and it would probably cut me off way before then. I'm quite surprised I've lasted 2 hours. Yeah, I was fully expecting it to have kicked me off before now. Oh, Julie. So I did remember which I'd marked as the front and the back, but it doesn't really matter. Because any of the two corners, any of the two corners in when you put it out could be the front or the back. As I say, I've got a few napkins that I really, really like, so I'll be using them up. I like this corners, you know, this bit here makes really nice corners. So I'm just going to go in for that and pull that one out. Okay, Susan, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon. Bye. Yeah, I actually quite like the thought of a Zine as a collaboration with someone else, you know, one of you making the backgrounds and off to each other, and then completing it and sending it back back finished and completed. I like the idea of that. I think it's a really nice collaboration thing to do. So as I say, it'll be our next swap in International Crafters, I think. As I say, once I've talked to Eileen about it, I'm sure she'll say, yeah, go on then. Oh, bye, Pauline. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again soon. I'm actually probably going to come back and do a live tomorrow as well, as soon as I've got the whole weekend off. Man, unexpected pleasure, that one. Bye, Pauline. So this sign is all going to be about the napkins, I think. All about the napkin. I might just do the front page and then leave it at that, because 2 hours is a long time to be on, isn't it? Got to be careful not to get too carried away with that. Make a big hole in it. Yeah, think of my hours. I'm thinking of my stomach, actually, is what I'm thinking of. Man, I don't like to be without my food. Yeah. But you could all stay there chatting while I go and make myself some lunch. It hasn't growled out loud, but it's about to, I think. Just going to dry this off a little bit. Eat a snack. Fruit. I don't have any. I've been working so hard that I've got no food in the house. It's just like I've run out. Thanks, Julie. Hi, Eileen. Oh man, now I've got to stay. Eileen's just come in. So that's nice and dry now. Just going to do some like blending in of the napkin into the background a bit. I know I shouldn't be on my pink mat because I know that that plays up with the camera sometimes, so pop the pink mat away. My hands are shaking now because I'm hungry. I just finished the page and then I'll have to go because I've got the shakes on. Next time I'll bring a snack. Got no hubby here to make me a coffee or anything, so boo-hoo, boo-hoo. You would have bought me a coffee and made me a snack as well. Bye, Filda. Thanks for joining in. Hope to see you again soon. Achoo, 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 achoo. That's a brush one. Yeah, I gave her back to the brush one. I'm in my new studio, Eileen. You're a sweet man. I wonder if I got a thick black pen. Thick black, thick black. After trying so hard to get my thin pointy black, which I did get, which is great, I'm now out of thick pointy blacks. thick black paint pens. This was all squished on the end, so it doesn't like mark very well. Yeah, I just want to run this line around the page. without getting too much gesso on the pages in there. Did that earlier on with the silver, didn't I? Now I'll just take that off. I got to refill my spray bottle. Well, thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Julie. Michelle saying thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up. Or as Aristi likes to say, thumps up. Thumps up. Was it thumps? Yeah, it's thumps. Look at that. It's very naughty. I got a yeah, I got gesso on it last time I used it. It's just outlining this little fella here as well. Just to help bring him back onto the page. Thump. Thump. Yeah. No, Rissy used to say thump. Thump up. Oh. Lost in translation. That was too much, wasn't it? Too much. It's better. Hi. Fairy Tales Card and Craft. Hi. Well, Zine. So normally is made from an A4 piece of paper, which is folded and then cut, which is folded and then cut, and then you just do you can make it a themed little booklet. It turns into a booklet, and I've made mine with little pockets. I've got a pocket there, pocket there, a pocket there, and a pocket there, which tags will go into. And you can theme it and decorate it in any way you want to. And then you send it as a nice little giveaway, little gift, a little rack, a little act of kindness. Or you can use it as a little mini album. It'd be good for that as well. It's just anything you want to, really. And I think that originally they were made and for little cutouts from magazines and things like that to go into. So like a little keepsake book thing. But of course now they're just anything you want them to be, really. And I made mine from a little road safety leaflet that came through the post. So I'm recycling as well. But they were originally done on, as I say, A4 copy paper. And then once they were completed, they were photocopied and then sent off to other people. So, yeah. So it's really something, anything you want it to be. And I've been on this for hours now because I've taken my time. So I don't think I'm going to complete it this time. I might come back a bit later on today and do some more on it. But I've just done the front and the back cover for now. And I may do the tags and that and come back, or I haven't decided yet quite what I'm going to do. But Eileen, I was thinking it was a good idea for a swap in the group, a collaboration swap where both you partner people up and they send just the base with a bit of mixed media on it and that or whatever, and send it off to the other person, and the other person finishes it off with tags and the decoration and things and send it back. So, it's like a collaboration 2 ways with design. Yeah, so I think it could be a really good collaboration swap between partners, probably in the same country. We'll do it if there are enough people that want to do it in the group, International Crafters. So so just do it to this stage and before swapping, and then the other person finishes it off and sends it back. So it's like 2 lots of postage though, but it'll be a really cute little swap idea to go through. She's easy. I've heard that about you, Eileen. Sorry. Cheap joke. Sorry. Judy says she wants to be as easy as Eileen. So I'm just going to finish it off with just this little bit of stenciling through. Just because I want to. For no other reason than I want to. Just to add that a little bit more, and I'm going to go in with a black, I think. With a black ink on one of my favourite stencils. And you'll know it's my favourite because of the state it's in. Aye, aye, aye. Hi, Sherry. Yeah, so I'll put the collaboration swap in the group next week when I've thought about it a little bit more. Catch her up, everyone, because I'm just about to go. I think you missed about 2 hours worth. Yeah. So I'm unsure whether I'll be back later on today or tomorrow to finish this off. Maybe I like to finish a project once I started. Just haven't decided yet. Probably tomorrow, I think. Just finish it off. I do have to go grocery shopping. I'm out of food. So yeah, I'll come back tomorrow and finish off the rest of the booklet. This is just it for now. I managed to do the front and back cover. And yeah, we'll come back tomorrow and finish off the rest. So thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. It was good for you to keep me company when I was feeling so sad. It's very nice. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And so yes, I've got to go. I'll be back tomorrow to finish this one off, so you can see what a completed Zine looks like, maybe. And yeah, thanks for joining me. Don't forget the swap will be up in International Crafters next week, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.